Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried beneath our feet? Join us as we explore 10 of the most mind-boggling historical discoveries of recent times. From ancient civilizations to lost artifacts, these findings have challenged our understanding of the past and continue to fascinate experts and the public alike. Ancient city buried under volcanic ash in Peru. Archaeologists have discovered an ancient city buried under volcanic ash in Peru. The city is believed to have been destroyed by a major volcanic eruption thousands of years ago. Peru, a country located in the Andes Mountains of South America, is famous for its cultural and historical diversity. The country is home to many ancient civilizations, from the ancient Norte Chico civilization to the mighty Inca Empire. So why was Peru able to nurture so many ancient civilizations? Peru has an extremely diverse terrain, from coastal plains, fertile river valleys, to the majestic Andes Mountains. Each region has different natural conditions, creating biodiversity and rich resources, providing favorable conditions for the development of many different civilizations. Besides, Peru has abundant natural resources, including fertile land, large rivers, and valuable mineral deposits such as copper, silver, and more. These resources provided ancient people with the conditions necessary to produce food, build houses, and develop crafts. In recent years, archaeologists have made some amazing discoveries about ancient civilizations buried under volcanic ash in Peru. Although no specific discovery has been publicly announced with full details, we can summarize the general information and current research trends. In recent years, archaeologists have discovered many ruins of massive architectural structures, including houses, temples, and other public buildings. These structures show that a civilization once flourished in this area. They also found many daily utensils, such as pottery, jewelry, and tools. These objects help us better understand the daily lives of ancient people. In some cases, archaeologists have discovered some remains of people who lived in the city when the eruption occurred. Analyzing these remains helps us better understand their diet, health, and even their cause of death. The agricultural system found was also very developed. This shows that ancient people had extensive knowledge of agriculture to feed their communities. Not only that, some ancient cities have been found to have complex irrigation systems, showing that people were able to manage water resources effectively. Scientists believe that these ancient cities were destroyed by one or more major volcanic eruptions. Thick layers of ash from the eruptions completely covered and buried the cities, preserving them for thousands of years. Volcanic eruptions may have caused major changes to the environment and climate in the area, affecting human and animal life. Scientists are still trying to understand the causes of the collapse of these civilizations. In addition to natural factors such as volcanic eruptions, there may have been other social, economic, or political factors that played an important role. Evidence of the existence of an ancient ocean on Mars. Mars probes have sent back images and data that suggest the existence of an ancient ocean on the red planet. This discovery has raised questions about the possibility of life on Mars in the past. Mars, also known as the Red Planet, has always been one of the celestial bodies that attracts the greatest attention from scientists and the public. There are many reasons why Mars is special and worth studying. One of the main reasons why Mars is special is the possibility that it once or currently supports life. Evidence suggests that in the past, Mars had liquid water on its surface, an important element for life. Missions to explore Mars are looking for signs of ancient microorganisms or even more complex life forms. Compared to other planets in the solar system, Mars has many similarities with Earth. It has days and nights, seasons, and even weather phenomena, such as dust storms. Currently, scientists around the world are trying to prove that humans are capable of living on Mars. I am sure that if this research is successful, it will be a strong step forward, not only for the space industry but also for all of humanity. The hypothesis that an ocean once covered part of the surface of Mars has fascinated scientists for decades. Landers and orbiters have sent back images and data showing clear signs of water on Mars in the past. Significant evidence. now shows ancient channels and valleys exist on the surface of Mars, which are very similar to the rivers and valleys created by flowing water on Earth. Scientists have discovered ancient coastlines, suggesting the existence of a large ocean in the past. Landers have discovered minerals such as hematite and goethite, which are often formed in watery environments. Analysis of the Martian atmosphere has shown the presence of water vapor, albeit in very small amounts. Scientists believe that in the past, Mars once had an ocean that covered a large part of the planet's surface. This ocean may have existed billions of years ago, when Mars's climate was warmer and had a denser atmosphere. Over time, due to changes in climate and magnetic field, Mars lost much of its atmosphere and water. The water evaporated and escaped from the atmosphere or froze under the surface. The existence of water in the past opens up the possibility that life once existed on Mars. Scientists are actively searching for signs of ancient life, such as organic molecules or fossils. Scientists continue to research and explore to find answers to these questions. With the development of technology, we can expect new and exciting discoveries about the red planet in the future. Ancient Egyptian tomb filled with animal mummies. An ancient Egyptian tomb has just been excavated, and inside it is filled with mummies of animals such as cats, dogs, birds. This discovery has provided more information about the religious beliefs and burial customs of the ancient Egyptians. We often imagine ancient Egyptian tombs with powerful pharaoh mummies, shiny gold treasures, and colorful wall paintings. However, recent archaeological discoveries have given us a completely new perspective on the worldview and burial customs of the ancient Egyptians. In addition to human mummies, archaeologists have also found thousands of animal mummies in ancient Egyptian tombs. This discovery has raised many interesting questions about religious beliefs, the role of animals in ancient Egyptian society, and the mysteries hidden in ancient tombs. Compared to previous discoveries, the discovery of tombs filled with animal mummies has brought a completely new perspective. Previously, we mainly focused on studying the mummies of pharaohs and high-ranking officials. The discovery of animal mummies has opened a new chapter in the study of ancient Egypt, allowing us to gain a deeper understanding of daily life, religious beliefs, and the relationship between humans and animals in this ancient society. So why did the Egyptians mummify animals? The ancient Egyptians believed that animals such as cats, dogs, cows, crocodiles, etc. were the embodiment of gods or spirits. Mummifying animals was seen as a way to provide the gods with offerings, helping their souls to be reborn in the afterlife. It was also believed that mummified animals would accompany their owners on their journey to the afterlife, to serve and protect them. The possession of a large number of animal mummies also showed the wealth and power of the deceased. Archaeologists have found thousands of animal mummies in ancient Egyptian tombs. Commonly mummified animals include cats, considered a symbol of the goddess Bastet, protector of family and health. Crocodiles represents the god Sobek, guardian of the Nile. Cows, associated with the god Apis, a symbol of fertility and strength. Falcon represents the god Horus, the god of the sky. The discovery of ancient Egyptian tombs filled with mummified animals has opened a new window into the culture and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. This is a clear evidence of the reverence for animals and the belief in life after death of the people of that time. However, there are still many mysteries that need to be solved to better understand this phenomenon. Ancient world map, more detailed than any before. In recent years, archaeologists have made some fascinating discoveries about ancient maps. Surprisingly, some of these maps are incredibly detailed and accurate, far beyond what was once thought of as the geographical knowledge of ancient civilizations. A typical example is the Tabula Rogeriana map by Muhammad al-Idrisi. Completed in 1154 under the patronage of King Roger II of Sicily, this map is considered one of the most detailed and accurate world maps in the medieval Islamic world. Or the Ptolemaic map, created by Ptolemy, a Greek astronomer and geographer who lived in the 2nd century, a set of world maps that greatly influenced European geographical thinking for centuries. Ancient maps are often found by archaeologists in the tombs of kings, nobles, or scientists, or ancient libraries, especially in great civilizations such as Greece, Rome, China, often contain valuable treasures of maps. Even in archaeological sites, such as ancient cities, shipwrecks. Decoding ancient maps is an extremely complex task, requiring the combination of many different sciences such as archaeology. Archaeologists study the context where the map is found, the accompanying objects, to better understand the meaning of the map. Geography. Geographers compare the place names on the map with the current terrain to determine the location and scale. History. Historians study historical events that occurred during the period when the map was created to better understand the social and political context. Linguistics. Linguists decipher the writing and symbols on maps. It looks so complicated it's hard to believe, right? Some researchers believe that ancient civilizations had profound knowledge of astronomy, which helped them determine locations and draw maps accurately. Or ancient civilizations may have possessed mapping tools and techniques that we have yet to discover. Some bold theories suggest that ancient civilizations received help from extraterrestrial beings to create these maps. Mysterious underwater city in the Mediterranean. Marine archaeologists have discovered a mysterious underwater city in the Mediterranean Sea. The city is believed to have sunk thousands of years ago due to an earthquake or tsunami. The concept of an underwater city, especially in a historic sea like the Mediterranean, has always captured the human imagination. From Greek myths about Atlantis to recent archaeological discoveries, the idea of an ancient civilization sunk beneath the sea has always been a fascinating subject. However, finding concrete evidence of a large-scale underwater city in the Mediterranean remains controversial. To date, most discoveries have been small ruins, partially buried structures, or folk tales passed down through generations. One of the most notable discoveries is the ancient city of Heraklion, found near the coast of Egypt. Archaeologists have discovered many architectural structures, statues of gods, and other valuable artifacts under a thick layer of mud. However, Heraklion is not completely underwater, and there is not enough evidence to confirm that it was a real Atlantis. Many scientists believe that many ancient cities along the Mediterranean coast were submerged by natural disasters such as earthquakes and tsunamis. These geological events may have occurred suddenly and violently, wiping out entire civilizations in an instant. Changes in sea level due to climatic factors are also a possible cause of the sinking of coastal cities. The legend of Atlantis, an ancient city that sank to the bottom of the ocean, has existed for thousands of years. Although there is no scientific evidence to support it, many people still believe that Atlantis may have existed somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea. With the development of technology, archaeologists have more and more modern tools to explore the ocean. Autonomous robots, sonar, and sensors can help us find new evidence of sunken cities. However, finding a complete and complex underwater city like Atlantis is still a great challenge. We may never find the real Atlantis, but exploring the underwater ruins will help us better understand the history and culture of ancient civilizations. Land of the Vikings in North America. New archaeological evidence suggests that the Vikings arrived in North America much earlier than previously thought. Previously, Lansing Meadows in Newfoundland, Canada, was the only known evidence of a Viking presence in North America. However, recent research has revealed new information, opening up a more complete picture of the Vikings' exploration of the New World. Archaeologists have discovered many new sites in North America that clearly show traces of Viking culture. These sites are not limited to Lansing Meadows, but are more widely distributed, suggesting that the Vikings may have explored and settled in many different areas. Some researchers believe that the Vikings may have explored and even settled parts of New England, based on descriptions in Norse sagas and some preliminary archaeological findings. However, concrete evidence is limited and is subject to debate. There are theories that the Vikings may have explored and traded with native tribes living around the Great Lakes region. Several artifacts and archaeological sites believed to be related to the Vikings have been found in this area, or that the Vikings may have traveled further south, as far as the northeastern United States. However, evidence for this theory is scant and is based largely on folklore and unclear archaeological findings. Careful analysis of artifacts found at these sites, such as tools, jewelry, and ceramic fragments, has allowed scientists to more accurately date them and link them to Viking sites in Europe. So why can we be sure they are Viking sites? Although not a new discovery, Lonsa Meadows is still one of the most important pieces of evidence. It was once a Viking settlement, with houses, workshops, and other structures. Archaeologists have found other sites in North America, such as iron ore mining areas, trading posts, and evidence of agricultural activities. Artifacts found include axes, arrowheads, needles, pottery, and other everyday items, all of which bear the mark of Viking culture. Despite the challenges, archaeologists are continuing to search for and identify Viking sites in North America. New discoveries will help us better understand an important period in the history of both Europe and the Americas. Evidence of the existence of an ancient civilization in South America. South America, a continent with a long and mysterious history, has always been the focus of archaeological excavations. The latest discoveries of ancient civilizations here are gradually revealing a vivid picture of a complex and colorful past. Recently, archaeologists discovered the ruins of an ancient civilization in the Amazon forest. This civilization is believed to have developed independently and had impressive knowledge of agriculture and construction. Scientists have discovered a system of large and complex ancient cities deep in the Amazon forest. These cities date back thousands of years and show that people here lived in large, organized communities and had a developed culture. Archaeological evidence shows that ancient Amazonians practiced large-scale agricultural activities, including both crop and livestock farming. They built complex irrigation systems to irrigate their fields. Archaeologists have found monumental structures, such as man-made mounds, roads, and large settlements. This shows that the Amazonians had high levels of engineering and construction skills. Archaeological artifacts such as pottery, jewelry, and artwork show that the Amazonians had a rich and diverse culture. They had their own religious rituals, myths, and cultural symbols. However, these brilliant civilizations eventually collapsed, leaving many mysteries for archaeologists. One of the main causes of the collapse of Amazonian civilizations is climate change. Recent studies show that the Amazon region has experienced extreme climate changes, with prolonged droughts and unusual floods. This has severely affected agriculture, water supplies, and reduced the resilience of the ecosystem. In addition, overpopulation is also an important factor. When the population increases too quickly, the demand for food and resources increases, putting pressure on the environment and ecosystems. Overexploitation of resources such as forests, arable land, and water leads to environmental degradation and reduces the resilience of the ecosystem. War and conflict are also causes that cannot be ignored. Wars between tribes and city-states can lead to the collapse of civilizations. Social inequality and exploitation by the ruling class could lead to rebellions and undermine the power of the state. Plagues were also a major threat to ancient civilizations. Plagues could spread rapidly in crowded communities, causing mass death and weakening the labor force. In addition, interaction with other civilizations could have been a factor in the collapse of Amazonian civilizations. Invasion by other civilizations could have destroyed the social and economic structures of indigenous civilizations. These findings challenge the traditional view of Amazonian peoples as nomadic, isolated tribes with no developed culture, and raise new questions about how ancient Amazonians adapted to the rainforest environment, about interactions between communities. Discovery of a new pyramid in Egypt. A new pyramid has been discovered in Egypt using ground-penetrating radar technology. The pyramid was thought to be buried under sand and unexplored. Ground-penetrating radar (GPR) technology played a key role in the discovery of this pyramid. By emitting radio waves into the ground and receiving the reflected signals, scientists can create 3D images of structures deep underground. Thanks to this technology, pyramids buried under thousands of years of sand have gradually been revealed. Although there is initial information about this new pyramid, there is still much that has not been revealed. Scientists are still in the process of researching and analyzing the data collected from the radar. Some questions include, how big and how does this pyramid compare to other pyramids that have been discovered? When was this pyramid built? Which ancient Egyptian kings is it related to? What was it built for? Was it a tomb, a temple, or did it have another function? What is inside the pyramid? Are there artifacts, mummies, or frescoes? All of this is a mystery and is waiting for scientists to reveal it. The discovery of this new pyramid is of great significance to the study of ancient Egyptian history and culture. It not only helps us better understand the construction and architecture of the pyramids, but also provides more information about the life, beliefs, and society of the ancient Egyptians. The world's oldest engraved stone. The world's oldest inscribed stone has been found in Israel. The stone is about 2,000 years old and contains symbols that have never been deciphered. Israel, a country with a long history and diverse culture, has always been the focus of archaeological excavations. Recently, a special discovery has shaken the global archaeological community. The world's oldest inscribed stone was found here. The stone was discovered during an excavation in Israel. The specific location is often not announced immediately to protect the relic and avoid illegal excavation. According to scientists' estimates, the stone is about 2,000 years old, dating back to the Second Temple period in Jewish history. The stone is engraved with ancient characters, including the word Jerusalem, written in ancient Hebrew. This is an extremely valuable discovery as it provides evidence of the use of writing and language in Jerusalem at that time. This stone is considered one of the most important physical evidences of the history of Jerusalem and the Jewish people. It helps archaeologists better understand the life, culture, and religion of the people at that time. Some scientists believe that the stone may be part of a commemorative stele, a landmark, or a religious object. Based on the inscription on the stone, scientists are trying to find out who created it. They could be an artisan, a monk, or someone with an important position in the community. The stone is expected to provide new and important information for the study of the history of Jerusalem, the ancient Hebrew language, and the culture of the people of the Second Temple period. Lost city of Maya in Guatemala. Archaeologists have discovered a lost Mayan city in the jungles of Guatemala. The city has many pyramids and massive architectural works. The discovery of lost Mayan cities is always one of the archaeological discoveries that shock the world. Guatemala, with its once brilliant Mayan civilization, is no exception to these discoveries. Archaeologists have used many modern technologies, such as LiDAR, light detection and ranging, to scan the jungles and discover hidden man-made structures underneath. Thanks to that, many large and small Mayan cities have been found. These cities often have massive architecture, including pyramids, temples, ball courts, and traffic systems. The Mayans built complex systems of canals and dams to serve agriculture. Archaeologists have found many artifacts related to religious ceremonies, showing the importance of religion in the lives of the Mayans. There are many reasons why Mayan cities were lost over the centuries, including the Amazon jungle has covered and hidden many ancient ruins, making them difficult to discover. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and other natural phenomena may have buried or destroyed these cities. Wars between Mayan tribes and other civilizations may have led to the collapse and abandonment of many cities. The discovery of the lost Maya cities is of great significance to the study of the Maya civilization. We can better understand how the Maya lived, worked, and worshipped. Many mysteries about the Maya civilization remain unsolved. New discoveries may help us find answers to these questions. You want to learn something new every day? This channel is for you. Subscribe to get the latest tutorials and lessons.